Good morning. Happy Monday. So it's Monday again, and here I am. Welcome to my Monday coffee talk. Um, I was looking for all my Game of Thrones thread kind of this morning. Usually by the day after, I get a lot of GOT feeds, GOT this, GOT that, hashtag GOT. So you name it, there's a lot of Game of Thrones out there. We're all watching it. We're all following it. It's an amazing show. It's a great story. I hope everyone got the book. I'm starting to read the book. The book is dreadful. Initially, I think there's a lot of chapter in the beginning kind of setting the story to where it needs to be. So there's a lot of names, and I'm keeping track of all the names. So it's taking me a long time to read the book. Whereas watching TV, no problem, right? So today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the Game of Thrones. Well, not really, but what sparks today's topic is really what came out from yesterday, and also all the conversation I've been having with a lot of women. One of the issue that came up, well, I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it's something that I've noticed that a lot of women don't have a lot of confidence. I mean, what's up with that? And here we are, watching Game of Thrones last night, and Arya Stark, and she had a conversation with the Lord of the New Storm's End, and she was offered to be the lady. But what the Arya did, she kissed the guy. His name was Gentry, right? He kissed him and said, "You know what? I am not a lady. I don't want to be your lady." You know what? And she's right. She may be something greater than just a lady. So she absolutely turned the offer down. She does not want to be the lady of the castle. She wants to be something bigger. And I can totally see her being something bigger in the future plot. I might have to go to my book and then just kind of cheat a little bit and see where it's leading her. But anyway, what it shows to us is that she is someone who has a lot of confidence. I mean, look at this girl. So I want to talk a little bit about confidence. I know I've talked about, how to get confidence. So one of the top things for me is that you have to visualize yourself the way that you want to be. And also you have to start questioning your inner critics every time that voice show up telling you to act small or to be small. You always have to come around and question that inner critic and then say, you know what, I am going to go out there and then start taking space. So those are the two things that I have talked about. And if you missed those episodes, go ahead and log on to my website at www.elevatelifecoaching.org, and you'll be able to follow me on my channel and look at all my previous recordings. So one of the recording, actually, I had talked about how do you get more confidence. And for those of you who's joining me for the first time, welcome. And this is my Monday coffee talk, where I bring you different topics that I think could be useful in our everyday life, and something that I've learned from the past. And now here I am, talking about it, and I like to share my experience with you. But let's go back a little bit. Why do we need confidence? So confidence is something that some people, you see them, you just feel that energy, that drive, and they just look and feel very confident. And a lot of these successful people, they look and feel confident. But what are the benefits of being confident? So I summarized three benefits for you, and hopefully you have a pen to jot it down and real quick, and this will be your key to success. So confidence will help you to get the things that you want in life. And I mean, if you think about it, if you're strong and determined and you know that you want something and you want something for yourself and that you're not afraid to get it, then chances are you're going to show up to the world as being someone who's really confident. That person know exactly what they want. They're not afraid of pursuing it, and they will be very determined. And that's something that I would be afraid of, to encounter someone like that who's fearless, and basically they just know what they're doing. So self-confidence will actually get you to the things that you want in your life. So what are the benefits? if you want something, then having confidence is great, right? That's number one. Number two, the benefit of having self-confidence will make you very attractive. Now, Arya, we all know that she was this little girl, from the neighborhood. She was not very noticeable, but throughout the whole entire story plot in the Game of Thrones, she somehow turned around and became this amazing person. I mean, she was the one who stabbed the knife on last episode, so she became very attractive. And of course, Lord Storm's Storm's End. Why do they have to make these complicated names? Anyway, so Lord Storm's End, he approached her and said, "You know what? I think you're beautiful." And that was the first line that he used. "I think you're beautiful." And that's one of the things that having confidence will get you. It makes you look and feel very confident, and that makes you look attractive. And as a businessman or a businesswoman or entrepreneur, whatever field of life you are in, having that confidence makes people want to get to know you. It makes people feel admired. It makes people feel inspired by you. So they will want to approach you and know what your secret is to success. So no matter what walks of life you're in, having that confidence will actually make you very attractive in terms of whatever that you're doing. For women, it may be, the way that you carry yourself. For men, it may be something that, you do in the higher position, and that will make you very attractive and appear very successful. So that was number two. Having self-confidence will actually make you very attractive. Number three, having self-confidence will actually help you making the right decisions. So that's something that we never thought about. Having confidence would make me make the right choice. Well, if you know what you want and you're not afraid of getting it, and you're very determined in getting it, chances are when it comes to making decision, you will make a decision that is based on who you are, your values in life, and also you think about all the opportunity that's ahead of you. So when you decide on that decision, chances are there's a good chance that you will make that right decision, what is right for you. So to summarize all my benefits, well, these are the top three. If you're interested, you can always check out my website. I have an article that I've written in the past that talk about confidence, and in the article, there's more benefit that I summarize. But these are the top three that I brought to you today. So number one is having self-confidence will help you to get the things that you want. And number two is having confidence will make you look and feel attractive. And number three, lastly, is that having that self-confidence will make you do the right choice and choose the right choice, making a right decision. So Arya Stark made a decision not to be the lady of the castle, and more power to her. And I'm really excited. I think she is bound to do great thing in all the future episodes. We have 4 more episodes. I'm really excited about the Game of Thrones. And I really think that the true happiness is realization that you yourself are enough. And just to leave you one last note, there's a book by Jordan Peterson. He wrote a book. He's a clinical psychologist and at the University of Toronto. And a couple of years ago, he wrote a book called The 12 Rules of Life. And the first rule of life is that he described it as, you have to show up to the world walking like a lobster. And if you notice, the lobster, how they walk is, they have their claws up and they're all standing up straight. And just by that physical appearance, the lobster actually releases some chemical, and that makes them like going like that, and that looks and feel confident. And same thing, that rule would apply to human as well. So you have to show up in the world and stand up tall, keep your shoulder back, and stand up straight. And that in itself is a way to get you to start having a successful life. So I'm Michelle. I'm a transition coach, and this is my Monday coffee talk at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every week. And thank you for joining me. If you're joining me from different parts of the world, welcome. And you can leave me a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. And if you have any future topic you would like to hear or to learn about or just to talk to me about, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section, and I would be more than happy to interact with you and talk to you. So that is it for this week's Monday Coffee Talk. Please join me again next week at the same time at 8 o'clock in the morning. And bring your coffee, bring your question, bring your comments, bring your energy, and join me live. Thank you. Have a really, really confident week, and may you all be successful in your life.